Do you want to watch me eat ramen? Cause I'm gonna eat our ramen. Don't fret. I will bring the chair. And now I will bring the ramen. Ramen! Oh, dang. Okay. So, hello? Yes, I don't know what I'm doing. I never know what I'm doing. So for today's video, I am going to eat ramen. Yes. And rambling. Yeah. I'm gonna be burping. Because I'm trying out stuff. I don't think this chair goes down. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's much better. So I'm going to be talking about random stuff because I don't know what to do and I have no structure in anything. Well, maybe I do, but I don't know how to deliver. How I want. So yeah, let's just start with story time. About some ramen. A ramen story. Ramen story. This is not shrimp ramen. This is chili ramen. It doesn't feel spicy yet. But anyways, the reason why I said shrimp is because when I was a kid, we would always get the shrimp flavored ramen. Wait. As I was saying before I got interrupted by I don't know what, we used to always get the shrimp flavored ramen and I used to love eating soup. That and the cup of noodles. And they were always shrimp or lime and chili shrimp. It was never any other kind of soup. And yeah, that's the story. And nowadays, I don't eat meat. I don't eat meat. Why? Because I don't like the taste of it. It's TMI for you, but it It has to do it has to do with what I have to say right now. So one of the things I notice is that, well, I used to always get the vegetable cup of noodles, and all of a sudden they stopped making them, and then I keep going to the store in hopes of finding the vegetable noodle soup, but no, there's no more. I don't know why they stopped bringing them out. I haven't seen them in any store. Like every store I go to I check and there's none. I'm like, what am I going to do now? I don't eat shrimp or any other flavors. I guess the other one I could eat would be cheese, but I don't know about that. I've never had that before. I don't know if I want to try it because I'm a picky eater. And I think I overcooked these noodles. Why? Because I was too distracted trying to make a YouTube video. Overcooked. By overcooked, I mean I had already finished making the soup, and I was like, right when I finished making the soup, I was like, I should make a YouTube video. And then I started setting stuff up, and like, and I left the soup in the boiling water, already prepared on the stove. So I guess the heat from the whatever was left over from it was keeping it hot, and yeah, that happened. But that's okay. It's not too bad as other times when you overcook the noodle. I like watching mukbangs. Mukbang. I'm a really picky eater. Some of the things I do like are like salty and crunchy foods or spicy foods. Oh my gosh. Look. Keeps going. Okay, anyways, salty and spicy foods, crunchy. So to name a few, I like burgers. I do like burgers. I like the veggie burgers. I'm not a big fan of soy. I eat it every now and then, like if it's already made, like from restaurants. But I don't know. I don't really like it. That's okay. Oh, and I like vegetables and fruits and nuts. So that's how I would rather get my protein. Actually, not rather, because I also, well, not rather because I don't like to eat meat, so it's not like a choice. Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to word out. So anyways, burgers, yeah, burgers with like lettuce, tomato. Also not a big fan of tomato. Every now and then, yeah, it tastes good to me, but I'd rather not eat it. I don't know, it just depends. Like sometimes it has like a really strong taste, but stranger walking by kind of scared me. Pickles, I like pickles on my burger. Jalapenos, mozzarella sticks, jalapeno poppers, pizza, junk food. But yeah, I like salads with like the croutons and like the Thousand Island. Also not a big fan of dressings, but sometimes, ooh, they taste really good. I don't even know what they're called, but they're very few. And I really do like lettuce. And I like enchiladas. I like flautas. I like vegetable mixes. I think it's called cocktail, the one with like the shrimp and this red drink that they put in it. Clamato, I think. Yeah. Yeah. But I'll eat everything except the shrimp and then that juice thing, because I don't know what it's made out of. So it technically wouldn't be considered cocktail anymore if you minus those things out of it. My soup is cold now. Look at me. I'm a mess. But that's okay because I'm not going anywhere today. Also, my eyelashes are badly done. Why? Because I left the makeup on overnight and I didn't want to take it off to put it back on again. Don't do that. It's bad for your eyes. And I've learned my lesson about that, but I don't think I have learned my lesson because I keep doing it. But your eye could get infected. So don't do it. My soup is cold. It didn't last hot. And it's cold in here too, I think. I can't even feel it anymore. Maybe it was a soup. I'm a very slow eater too. I chew my food like a lot. Also, a little story about that. So when I was in high school, I was in this like program for health careers. And we all had the same class. Well, we started, I don't know, I guess you could say it was like a cohort. I don't know, a mini cohort from high school. I think the ones where you start at the same time, you take classes together and you end, and then they do a study on you and see how you guys did and the differences. I don't know, maybe we were part of that, I don't know. But that's not what I'm trying to say. So there was a lecture, something, where we learned, class, where the teacher said that, I think it was in the digestive system section, where we learned that sometimes people don't chew their food enough times, and that we should at least chew our foods a certain amount of times. I think it was like 20. And I remember I used to eat. I would put food in my mouth and then I would chew it, but I wouldn't chew it enough. I realized that after that lecture, that yeah, I would like swallow my food instead of like chewing it to like smaller pieces. And swallowing like bigger pieces of food made me fuller faster, and so then I started slowing down, and then I realized the big difference. I was like, oh, this feels so much better. But people seem not to believe me. Believe me. Wait. Okay, the neighbor is here. I got scared. I thought people were here. Dun-dun-duns. Yeah, so like you chew a certain amount of times, or try to chew as much, try to break down your food as much as you can. That way the digestion process goes a lot smoother and you don't fill up all the way to the top. I don't know what I mean by that. To the top of your head. Anyways, no. That way you don't fill up in a bad way there. Because I think it can cause, yeah. Because it does cause digestion problems. Also, does it happen in parties or like in social places where they have food and then everybody's like eating, and then you're like everybody's talking and eating at the same time, but you're like, how do they do that? Because like I can't eat and talk at the same time, or like eat and then talk and then go back to eating right away. It takes time because I feel like I'm going from your important story and conversation to my soup. I don't understand how to, what's the word? How to go back and forth. Transfer. How to transfer between two things. Transition! There you go. I don't know how to transition, fast enough. You know, people always finish before me, even though I try to eat fast. Even though I try to chew my food so fast and like really I forgot what I was saying. Why am I blind? This isn't even hot anymore. Why am I using a plastic spoon? It's not even a spoon. Why am I using a plastic fork, you may ask? Because I don't like forks. Real forks. I'm getting full. I have like a little bit left. Have you guys watched Ponyo? I like Ponyo, the movie Ponyo. And I like the part where they're eating, where they bring Ponyo in to their home. And then they give her food to eat, and they give her like a little bowl, and it's like, I think it's like covered. And then when they open it, she goes, "Ah, it's him!" That's like the best part of the movie. So, this camera is almost out of memory, and it cut me off when I was saying something important. Anyways, my spork just fell into the soup right after I was done. Right after I decided I was done. So, the last part, the last thing I was saying was, have you guys ever noticed that in movies or like TV shows or like cartoon, well, I don't know about cartoons. Cartoons they actually maybe do. But like in movies, they're like eating and then they're like, "Oh, I gotta go," and they leave right when they're like serving breakfast, or the mom has just put the breakfast on the table, and then the son comes by, says, "Oh no, I can't," and he leaves. And then or like he comes, he takes a bite, leaves the whatever on the plate, drinks a sip and leaves. Or, well, I guess that's understandable because it indicates he's in a rush. But what I mean is, like, sometimes they'll barely get there, they start eating or something, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm done," or they finish, or not they finish, they say they're done, but they're not. They clearly have food on their plate and glass on the table. Like, aren't you gonna eat that or drink that? The orange juice is just on the You're not gonna drink the orange juice? Come on. But yeah, that's one of the things I noticed, that people in the movies or like shows, they don't actually drink or eat. And I'm like, can't they at least just trick us into like eating or pretending to eat? Technology is so advanced, they can do it. But why? Okay, so that concludes today. Yeah, since I only have like 30 seconds left, there's not much I can say now. Okay, bye.